Okay, everyone, welcome to the post-race press conference for round 4 of CCRL, which took place at the track of Suzuka. And let's get straight into it. And indeed, Pock David is joining. Okay, Poxavian, welcome to the post-race press conference. It's good to speak to you, Poxavian. Let's get straight into it. Good result today for you and BMW, as you're called now. Your thoughts on the race?
Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear.
Okay. The race was pretty good. I could have just not spun at the first lap. That maybe could have helped for a better result, but yeah. In the end, I spun and had to fight from 11th to 5th. In the end, I'm really happy about the result. Maybe could have gotten 4th without the lots of mistakes that I also made through the race. Yeah, but the strategy was just hand in hand with my driving style.
So yesterday, my bad. Vital points for you and your constructors. So how high do you think BMW and you in particular in driver standings? How high do you think you can score?
Tom Soft and Albertini, I think are far too good, and um, my like priority is to get like 3rd to 5th in the drivers' championship, and maybe we could get 3rd or 4th or maybe 2nd if we get everything together in the constructor standings. If I can if Pekka can drive again, maybe more races, that could help in the long term.
Okay. Someone else would like to join the memes, and it's Albertini. Albertini, welcome to the post-race press conference. Good to see you. Just already in the interview with Poctavian at the moment. I'll be coming to you in just a little bit. So, Poctavian, final question. Would apart from your spin, would you say it's a clean race and the BMW does really well in the corners and some good speed, better than the AMG Mercedes?
I think the main reason that we picked the BMW was because of the straights. Because we saw that the Mercedes is actually faster in the corners, but the straight line speed of the BMW is just such a lot better. Yeah, the car is a bit more unstable, but yeah, I can hold that off. Like, it's not a big deal.
Okay. Poctavian, thank you very much for joining Poctavian, finishing in the points last time out in round 4 of CCRL. Thank you very much for joining. Speak soon.
Yeah, bye.
See ya. Right. Albertini, once again, welcome to the conference. Good to see you again. And straight into it. Another trophy for the cabinet. Your thoughts on round 4?
I'm getting used to winning, but the time when Monza will come, we'll finish near bottom of the table because the engine. I'm enjoying. The team is enjoying this as much as we can, but we know it won't last for long.
Okay. You do mention, as you said, you're leading at the top of the standings for each race won't last for long. Who would you say, apart from, well, actually, who would you say is your main rival now after the first 4 rounds of the season?
Generally, it's Tom Soft, but as we get into tracks with lesser corners and longer straights, I think maybe Beck or the other Ferrari guy can battle it out.
Yeah. we have noticed, and I'm sure everyone has noticed, the Alfa Romeo it bogs down very quickly on the start of the grid. Of course, this isn't much of a worry to you because you make up the positions very quickly. But
Yeah,
do you know what's going on with the car, or is it just generally really bad at the start?
it's just bad at the start. I mean, it's the same with Toyota with the Supra, Group 3. They're just bad in the starts, but they're good anywhere else.
Okay. I've got one last question, I think. Yep.
Yeah.
Tire wear, would I say, at Suzuka might have been as don't think it was seen on the stream, but you spun at the spoon corner wasn't your fault, was it, or was it
No,
like
I spun
yeah
at 130R.
130R? Oh, okay.
How can you confuse a spoon with
Sorry,
130R?
it wasn't shown on the stream. My mistake. Sorry.
Yeah, but if you were looking at the gap will did shrink by about 4 seconds at 130R. When Tomsoft's past 130R, it shrank about 4 seconds. Uh, but I did a 360 because I was taking it at the limit, and I got the Astro by the slightest of margins, and the car spun by itself like I had almost as like I had a flat tire, and I did the 360, and I pitted because the tires were absolutely gone at that point.
Okay. Albertini, thank you very much once again for joining the conference. Albertini, winner of round 4 at Suzuka. Speak soon, Albertini.
Let's go.
See ya. Okay, everyone, let's update you on the standings. So we take it to the see if I can find it. Just give an update on the standings of what I'm sure of. Top 3 are Albertini, as you saw, in first. In second place, we have Tom Soft, Albertini's teammate, of course, at Alfa Romeo. And thirdly, of course, we have Beck Beethoven. In fourth, it was indeed Kimi07 in the Ferrari. Just to see if we can find the standings for our last race. Here we are. Bang. Please don't blame me if this is yet to be updated. But let's see. Race 1, race 2, race 3. Let's scroll over. Yeah, it's a Suzuki. Okay. Doesn't matter. It's Suzuka, but anyway. Gap yet to be updated, but anyway. Albertini first. It says points earned 11. Yeah, he's supposed to have fastest lap there. Doesn't matter. Tom Soft second, gains 8 points. Vital points there. I think more it can be 1 and 2 for Alfa Romeo. The more likely it is they'll win the championship, both drivers and instructors. Beck. It is indeed 3 third place finishes in a row, and like in race 3, Kimi07 Raja finishes 4th. Just missed out on a podium there. Octavian had a solid return, coming in 5th place. Joe 6th. Janosch grabs the final point of the top 7 to gain McLaren's actually first point of the entire of the entire season, as Plexus was given a 1-place position penalty after an incident with Kimi07. Simtic finished 9th. He drove a different car to Real Joe, should I mention, for Ford. Lenosis 10th, again disappointing for him. Having a look at the DNFs, Niak DNF'd and Asmad also DNF'd. Also, like I said, went to Albertini, so he gets 1 extra point. Let's have a look at the drivers' standings. So, these are the drivers and everything. See, then BMW. Okay, it's all updated. Let's have a look at the standings. So, Albertini leads now by 6 points to Tom Soft. Beck takes 3rd out of Joe. Gap separated. Well, they're both separated by 1 point. This is going to be a good dogfight between these two for 3rd place in the championship. Pride and Prejudice, you know what I mean? Plexus 5th in the standings. Kimi 07 6th. Octavian 7th. Rico, who's left the league, formerly Mercedes, well, BMW now, but joint 4 points. There's Van der Speck also in BMW, 3 points. Simtic 2. And I really need to stress this now. In respect to the drivers who have finished races, Lenosis should not be the only driver marked with 0 points. I will stress that in the Discord server. Anyway, Alfa Romeo lead the Constructors' Championship by what is nonetheless a considerable margin. Ford, well, they have had reserve drivers, should mention, which is hence why 17 plus 2 does not equal 23. Chevrolet is down up in 18th, 18 points, 3rd place. Beck is the only point scorer for Chevrolet. BMW, of course, formerly Mercedes, should I mention. BMW now, they are on 11 points. Ferrari overtake Aston Martin, while McLaren should really have their point marked. So this should say 1. Not sure what. There are a few editing problems in this thing, but it doesn't matter. Looks like we could get the Alfa Romeo team principal joining the conference. That's kind of exciting. Here we go. Yannick, welcome to the post-race press conference for round 4. It's good to speak to you. Let's get straight into it. Another 1-2 for your drivers. Your thoughts on the race?
Yeah, good race. Only thing the car had struggles with was the start. Tom Soft went from P2 to P6 or 5, and Albertini lost 1 place on the start. That's really the only problem with the car. Great recovery from both Albertini to win the race and Tom Soft to come second. Not really much to say about it.
Yes, your 2 drivers are very dominant drivers indeed. I'm sure your sights are on 1st place in the constructors' standings.
Yeah, don't really think another team can challenge us for the 2nd, but after they switched from Nissan to Ford, really backfired on them. The Ford hasn't performed up to standard, so I don't really see a team fighting for and challenging us.
Okay, Albertini has mentioned to me about. He's told me that there is a risk that the team's dominance could become a bit, on the edge as the season progresses because of tracks with less corners and longer straights. Which track would you say coming up is where the Alfa Romeo is at an extreme disadvantage?
Monza,
Monza.
Fuji,
Hmm.
even Interlagos with the long start-finish straight. But
Okay.
Interlagos you can make up a lot in the mid part of the track. So really Monza and Fuji will be really bad for the Alfa. But I believe in the drivers and that they can drive around it.
Okay, Yannick, thank you very much for your time. It's Yannick FR in the in the Discord server, team principal for Alfa Romeo. Thank you very much for your time. Speak soon.
Speak soon.
See ya. Okay, everyone. Let's see if anyone else wants to join. So far today, I'm sure it has been a very successful conference. I'm looking forward to more, of course. Remember, boys, new logo and a new channel banner. If you want to give me your opinion on it, let me know in the comments. Don't forget, of course, if you like my content, and of course Will's content on War Thunder, do make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, because it really does mean a lot to me and Will. Hey, Ali.
So, alright. Have we had anyone yet? Or are we just waiting?
Had 3 already.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I had, I think, yeah, I started off with Octavian, then I had Albertini, then the third one I had Yannick, the team principal of Alfa Romeo, so pretty successful so far. I'm just seeing if anyone else wants to join.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so we've had 3 people.
Yep.
Depends if anyone else joins. That's good. So no one's coming? Or has it been done?
I'm just checking, just double checking now.
Yeah, just keep going to half past. I got a bit late, but I'll be back for the other one time.
Right.
So when is the next race is Friday again, isn't it?
Yep.
Friday. Okay. When do we begin to start the pre-race press conference?
Previous conferences, we could always do one on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Otherwise, we can try Thursday only, because the pre-race press conference that I had on Thursday was pretty good actually.
Let's try Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and see how many we get. Then try that.
Yeah.
When's the press conference going to be out? Both the pre. So we had the pre-race for the
Yeah, this
race
one's
5. I
post-race.
think.
This one's post-race, and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday will be pre-race, unless, of course, anyone wants to discuss race 4.
Is the pre-race going to go up onto the channel, or is the
Yeah.
post-race? Both are okay.
Yeah.
When about?
Sorry.
When are they going up?
When they're going up, I don't know. Just when I'm able to upload, I upload them to the channels. Otherwise, they're late.
Right. The scheduling. Oh, right. So the match is at Greater London.
Yeah, West Drayton is near Heathrow.
Oh, it's all the way there. Oh, I don't think anyone's. Is anybody going?
Oh no, I haven't checked WhatsApp yet.
I really doubt they're going to get enough people going.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't get it. It's a Wickham and South Bucks league, and yet you've got people from London trying to participate. It makes no sense. Okay, I'll put that in the. I'll finish that later. Okay, everyone. Thanks very much for watching. That'll be the end of this conference. Make sure you smash a like and subscribe, and always stay hype. And I'll catch you guys soon. Peace. Okay, Kimmy07, welcome to the post-race press conference. Let's get straight into it. So, another fourth place result at this time Suzuka. What were your thoughts on the race?
We had a good start. I mean, again, we were expecting this time the Alphas to be slow, definitely after last race. So this time it was not as much of a surprise as it was last week. But this time Albertini was very aggressive into the first corner. Nothing wrong with that, but yeah, it was. It did come as a little bit of surprise when I thought I'd close the inside up into the hairpin, but it was a very nice move from him. A little bit aggressive, but it's probably a lesson that I should be even more aggressive while defending, especially into breaking zones like that. Apart from that, yeah, the collision with Plexus sort of ruined any chances of the podium because we ended up with damage and we were much slower than we would have been at that stage of the race. And that allowed Beck to catch up. But again, I mean, we've spoken with Plexus since, and he really didn't mean to do that. So it is one of those things. He received a penalty for it as well. But I mean, that's not going to get me a podium, but that's okay. I mean, it's one of those things.
Another downhill result from your teammate. Do you still have the confidence in him to score enough points with the consistency that you are?
Yeah, there is no doubt on that. Lenoches, he's a really quick guy, and he was very unlucky with he had some hardware issues, so because of which he was not able to be competitive in the last race. But we had a few practice sessions together, and I think he was about as quick as I was, if not maybe a tenth quicker. So I mean, I have full confidence that he will come back and like score points. He's just not had the luck his way so far.
Okay. Having a look at the Alfa Romeo, do you have depending on if you've tested the Alfa Romeo, you probably have, probably haven't. Would you say that keeping the Alfa Romeos behind after the start, as they bog down quite easily, would you say that it's very much possible to keep them like behind you from the start? Because of course they are very fast, but considering the track width and something like that, and how fast the pace is, they're very much unbeatable at the moment.
Is it possible for me to keep them behind for the whole race? I don't know. That's a really tough challenge, maybe depending on the circuit. But I haven't tested the Alfa Romeo myself, but I have a few observations from the race. I saw that they were not, they were probably, apart from us, they were probably the only other car with a lot of issues down the straights, and they were really not quick down the straights. So whatever time they're making up through the corners, and I think that we can hold them up. Maybe it's going to come down to a lot of it's going to come down to how well I can defend, or whoever is in front can defend the Alphas. I mean, it's not impossible, but of course those guys are really quick, so it's a tall order, but it's not impossible. That's yeah.
Okay.
How does the current results and obviously the form of Albertini, how does that affect your expectations for this season?
Not too much. I mean, the way Albertini and Tom Soft have gone about their business so far, it's quite clear that it's going to be very hard to catch them in this season at least. So, yeah, I mean, our expectations don't really change because of that. We're still aiming to finish fourth in the constructors, and I think that is a really realistic target. I think we should be able to do that.
Okay, thank you.
Kimi07, thank you very much for your time as always, coming forth in race 4 in CCRL. Speak soon. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
See ya.